Hello and welcome back to the good old NFL prop show, breaking down Thursday night football. Checking if you guys can hear me. For some reason, I was not getting anything on my side. Let me double check we're live. Chris, you are here. Hey, Chris, can you hear me? Cool. I didn't hear the countdown like I normally do, so I felt like there was some sort of technical difficulty, but glad you guys can hear me. I'm your host, Tyler Wiemann, here to break down Thursday night football. We are also going to touch down and break down Friday night football. I'm going to just get both out of the way right now as they're back-to-back days, got a lot going on in a short week, so I want to get as much as I possibly can done while I do and while I have you guys. So if you guys are not familiar with Props Optimizer, you should be. Come join us there. It is our brand new prop betting app on iOS and Android. It is where you'll be able to get all of these picks, see all the data and all of that for NFL season. And we're going to break down this first game. In these shows, how we usually do it is we break down 3 picks, and then we pick a home run call, and that'll be it. So it'll be short shows, straight to the point to get out our picks and what we're doing. For today, I'm going to cut it into like 2 individual shows. First, let's get into the Thursday night picks. And we're going to go with CD Lamb over 6.5 receptions. Our LineStar is at 7.8. Consensus at 6.4. But I don't mind the consensus projections being lower because the odds are heavily too lower. So I want to get the plus money there, and I love the spot. I also don't mind if you want to go by to targets. The reason being, CD versus the Eagles gets 10 plus targets. He did it in 5 straight games. You have to go back to 2001 for him to not have done that. I love the spot. I think this Cowboys team is going to very much struggle to run the ball and be forced to throw. The one issue here is the Eagles are very good at corner. I would not be surprised, though, if there's a little regression to how good they were on the outside. And I think CD could eat a little bit with just workload. I do not think this is a game for Pickens. I think CD is going to run the show through the middle. So I like CD over 6.5 receptions. Now let's go to Dallas Goedert, and I do prefer targets here. We're going under 5 targets. LineStar's at 4.8, consensus at 4. It's on Prize Picks, it's just a straight pick here, but the simple matter of the fact is we have a healthy AJ Brown. He practiced fully. He's going to play. Devontae Smith practiced fully. He's playing. And then there's Dallas Goedert, the third clear option. And I just don't think that the Eagles are really going to air it out in this game. And then you throw in the fact that last year, 3 targets, 4 targets, 4 targets, 3, 5. Since you go to 2021 and he's still at 4 targets. He has never broken that 5 target mark versus the Cowboys since 2019. I just don't think that's going to be in the cards in this game. Eagles, huge favorites. I don't see them having to throw the ball a ton, so I like Dallas Goedert under on his targets. If you want to go receptions, I'm fine with going under 3.5 receptions here as well. LineStar does like the over. I don't like it quite as much. I don't like the receptions quite as much as I do the targets, but I just wanted to give both options in case your book does not allow targets. Third and final, Javonte Williams, over 11.5 receiving yards. LineStar is at 15. Consensus is at 15.8. Now, this is my thinking here. Maybe you are different, but I do not see the Dallas Cowboys throwing out Jadon Blue very much or Miles Sanders very much in this game. One, Philadelphia's front is extremely tough, and I think they're going to want Javonte Williams back there for pass protection. With that, I think he gets a few dump offs, and 11.5 is just a little bit low for him. His last four last year, he averaged 23.3. Now, the Cowboys are going to throw the ball a lot more than the Broncos ever did, so I think this is a very interesting spot here. And if you go to the Eagles, the last four, they allowed 24.5 receiving yards to the running back. It's not, an excellent spot, but I do think the Cowboys are going to be forced to throw the ball a ton. And I think a couple dump offs Javonte's way just makes sense in this game. I just don't really love the spot for the Dallas pass catchers. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to get plenty of work. I think Pickens may get frustrated a little bit by the Eagles defense. And I think it's going to go down to Javonte Williams getting a couple dump offs, and 11.5 is just a bit low for me. So to round out our three picks here, we got Dallas Goedert under 5 targets, CeeDee Lamb over 9.5 targets, or you can go the receptions route with either of them, and then Javonte Williams over 11.5 receiving yards. Now, if you are new to the show, if these three hit, one lucky winner will win $20. Just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get to our touchdown play of the day. And for the NFL today and this Dallas Cowboys game, I like Jake Ferguson for a touchdown. It is plus 300. I think the Cowboys are going to score a little bit. We got a 47.5 over under. They're going to throw. I think Pickens is going to have a tough time versus this Eagles secondary. And CD is going to get a ton of work, but I don't love his price. Ferguson at plus 300, I think, is just too good a value here. The Eagles, over the last 4 games, allowed 0.5 touchdowns per game to the tight end. Ferguson is the tight end 1, and I think he is going to get peppered with targets underneath. And when it gets into the end zone, he is the likely one to get it done. Let's go Jake Ferguson plus 300. Love that play. Now, let's get to the Friday night football game and get to our props over there. I have 3 more for you guys, and we're going to start with Keenan Allen over 3.5 receptions. LineStar's at 4.2. Consensus at 4.15. We know Keenan Allen has rapport with Herbert. KC made people throw a ton last year. Now, the Chargers got Hampton. They're going to try and run the ball, but KC is very good at stopping the run. And with that, I think they're going to have to throw. While Keenan Allen is not, the young, spry version of himself, I think 3.5 receptions is way too low. He averaged 5.8 in the last 4 last season. The Chiefs ranked towards the bottom in, stopping wide receivers last year. And with that, I think Keenan Allen at 3.5 is just too low. I don't mind if you want to go targets with 5.5 over 5.5. Our projection there is at 6.6 and the consensus is at 6.69. Either of those are absolute viable options to me. And I do not, don't care which one you do. I do prefer receptions just because he is a guy that generally catches a high percentage amount of his targets. Now, let's go to Travis Kelce, over 50.5 receiving yards. LineStar is at 50.6, consensus at 57.45. I like going over here. This is the thing. We got no Rashee Rice. Hollywood Brown just coming back from injury. Wasn't fully ingrained in the system when he came back last year for the playoffs. And with Xavier Worthy there, I think that Travis Kelce is going to eat in the middle. The other thing is he fell off big time last year, but that was when he was a little more into the season, when his older legs just couldn't handle quite as good, but he still averaged 64.8 receiving yards per game over the last 4. Chargers defense is stout, but I think he's going to be able to eat in the middle. And I think 50.5 with the injuries is just a little bit too way, and the volume is going to go his way. The other aspect you have is if you want to on the narrative street, he's riding high. He just got engaged to Taylor Swift. And what better way to cap it out than, a nice game week 1 for the Chiefs and getting a win there. Now, last and not least, we got Xavier Worthy, over 4.5 rushing yards. LineStar's at 4.7, consensus at 4.78. Now, the thing for me here is with their lack of options right now in the passing game or in, the game in general, I think they're going to get creative and try to get Worthy the ball. They did it in the playoffs. He had carries, very often, and throughout the regular season, they did the same. He would get 1 to 3 carries per game, and when he got a carry, usually went 4, 5, 6, 7 plus yards. I think he gets at least 1, and I think 4.5 is just a little bit low of a line when the odds are minus 130. So we're looking for plus money in sportsbooks on it. All of our odds are pretty much even money or plus money in this Chargers game. And I think it's a very interesting one to attack. Just realized I forgot to pull off that picks pick sheet from the first game. So my apologies for that. But here's our picks for the Chargers game. Keenan Allen over 3.5 receptions. Travis Kelce over 50.5 receptions, receiving yards, and Xavier Worthy over 4.5 rushing yards. Then my touchdown call of the game for Friday Night Football is Travis Kelce. I think he gets 50 plus yards and a touchdown. If you want to parlay the 2 touchdown picks, plus 300 for Ferguson, plus 175 for Kelce, it turns into plus 1,000. I am running a little bit about that. I don't mind 10-1 on my money. And that is going to do it for us today, guys. Hope you all have a very good day. And we'll be back with more tomorrow for the Thursday night DFS. And then be out on Thursday. We will be doing some prop shows for the weekend. Friday, main slate DFS. And that'll round out week 1. Hope you guys have a good one. We'll be back with more later. Talk to you all later. Bye.